NBC27 Digital Now Center. This is Beyond the Forecast with your most accurate local meteorologists.
Hi, everybody. It is Brett Thackara here with you for another edition of Beyond the Forecast, and we actually have some rain to talk about. How about that? Yes, it's been a while, and yes, it's a holiday Monday, but for those of you that are maybe just hanging out and are looking for the forecast here, maybe you don't have to go to work today. Maybe you're just going to stay in and have a lazy, rainy Columbus Day, and that would probably be the best way to go. And this has been certainly an interesting setup. This coastal low has baffled the models. We certainly thought it had a chance late last week to be a drought buster for us, but I don't see that happening now as we get started here. I don't want to show you the traffic map, so stand by again. We'll fix that for you. But as I was saying, this looked at one point that it was going to be a good solid half inch to an inch of rain, and now that is likely not to happen. In fact, probably we'll be lucky to get a quarter of an inch for many of us. But it is what it is, right? And it's certainly not a bad thing that it's raining out. It's certainly going to be one of those days where it's damp and you just want to sit inside. But my goodness, there's Carlisle. That's what I wanted to show you. As we go into the rest of the day, though, the rain is going to be very sporadic and it's not going to be heavy. But you can see the dampness to the air. It is going to be cloudy. It's going to be breezy and a bit of a cool day. This is a very classic fall-like day. Look at the foliage here popping up at the Gettysburg Foundation. Good day to maybe eat a bowl of chili or some soup, right? It's just not going to amount to a lot of rain. In fact, for areas west of the river, there may not be much at all. Drizzly and Hershey and just sort of a damp day. You can tell it is going to be kind of an inside type of day, especially, in my opinion, with temperatures kind of hovering in the 60s. So we have this flow from the east, and this is all because of this low that's kind of tossing moisture our way. And listen, some models say, yeah, we can get some steady rain out of this afternoon, but I don't think it's going to be much. I mean, when you look at our region right now, it's so sporadic. We have a lot of dry air over top of us in the upper levels of the atmosphere. And so I still think there's a lot that's fighting against this rain. And when we look at the totals, it's really not that impressive. Less than 1/10 of an inch since midnight. We didn't have much rain yesterday. The airport only picked up 0.03 of an inch. So temperatures are in the 50s here today, and you can see the numbers not all that impressive. Yes, it's something, but it's really not going to do much to waylay the drought conditions. We're in the mid-50s right now. Don't expect these temperatures to climb much. We may get to near 60 this afternoon, but that's going to be about it. It's going to be kind of a cool, breezy day, and temperatures are cooler than yesterday, not by a lot, but by a few degrees, but the wind's really picking up. Look at Philly at 21 mile an hour, sustained wind this morning. Winds at about 10 to 15 miles an hour elsewhere. So it is going to be a breezy, kind of a chilly day. And there's that rain from yesterday, only 0.03 of an inch, 69 the high, and just not a bad day yesterday. We did see some sunshine, but today is going to be a different story. It's not going to be as pleasant, and I do think today is going to be the worst of it, but even some brightening skies over Hummelstown right now, showing that it's not going to be a total wash by any stretch. Temperatures, as I mentioned, likely are going to stay in the 50s as we take a look at the hourly forecast here today. I think the breeze is going to be a bigger deal than the rain. Breezy conditions, off and on, showers here and there today, and then high pressure takes over. The clouds are going to be stubborn tomorrow morning, as you can see here on Precision Cast. This does indicate perhaps another band or two of steady rain this afternoon, and then it turns more drizzly overnight. Cloudy skies to start the day tomorrow. Maybe some peaks of sun, but look at the clouds. They're stubborn into tomorrow evening, and then finally we start to see that coastal low pull away by Wednesday morning, and then just a mix of sun and clouds for Wednesday. But it will stay breezy. So areas west of the river don't count on much rain. Areas east of the river, I still think Precision Cast overdoes it. I think the models have been pretty much garbage with this system. Today, maybe a quarter of an inch if we're lucky. The one thing I do like is the breeze, and I think that is going to be a nuisance here. Winds at about 10 to 15 miles an hour today. Likely again during the day tomorrow, all coming from the north, although I do think we warm up a bit on Tuesday, and then breezy conditions persist into the day on Wednesday, and on Wednesday that will help to clear us out. The extended outlook does show nicer weather here by the end of the week. I just think it's going to be cool. Temperatures Thursday and Friday in the low 60s. It will be nice. And then Saturday, decent. Sunday, the clouds will increase. I think late Sunday into Monday now, another front will bring us just some light rain showers. But there's nothing heavy that's expected in the forecast. And the 10-day temperature trends certainly show the average high right now is 67, and we're going to take a back step toward the end of the week. The weekend looks warmer with highs in the 70s, but generally speaking, it's going to feel like October the next 7 to 10 days. There's no major differences compared to normal. So a damp and breezy October Columbus Day here, 60 degrees, 55 tonight. Notice the diurnal range of temperatures isn't that great because of the clouds and the rain. So morning drizzle tomorrow, turning breezy here under mostly cloudy skies, partly cloudy on Wednesday. Wednesday looks like a pretty nice day. And then look at the end of the week. Very pleasant Thursday and Friday, but cooler. Highs only in the low 60s. And by Friday morning, we could see some of our rural spots dip into the 30s. And then, we've got some rain, perhaps, a chance of it on Sunday. I want to just take a peek ahead. I know that we've looked at temperatures over the next 10 days, but let's look at the European numbers here. I'm just curious what they have to say. I think we're done with the 80s for the most part. As we look ahead into next week, I see a very stagnant pattern here with temperatures mainly hovering in the 60s most days. But let's see what the European says here. I'm trying to pull it up online for us, and I will be able to show that to you in a second. This is good moisture here for at least those of you that need a little water on your fall mums today. But in terms of trying to help our drought, I simply don't see it. Here's the long-range temperatures, and this has us maybe some warm weather toward the end of the month. It does show an 80-degree day there. But again, if you look at the consistency of this, the general message is 60s and 70s moving forward. And I tend to agree with that through the rest of the month. Now we're into mid-October, so that makes some sense, and the average high continues to go down. That is a look at the forecast, everybody, on this Monday. I hope you enjoy your day, kind of a lazy Columbus Day, and certainly a wet one, even though it won't prove to be a lot of rain. Have a wonderful day. If you have the day off, enjoy it. We'll see you back here for updates throughout the day. Thanks, everybody. Make it a great one.